Get nervous on Hexwattle's turns. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Maybe I should make more of a beeline towards the Dark Elves. So then if I could pull Itza into that war, that will also probably get them on side with... That will help mend fences with Itza and Hexwattle as well. So I think at the moment Hexwattle don't... They like me more, but... yeah, Itza could easily ruin that. Who performed? Oh, was that Cetra performing an assault garrison? They won't move in that way. I mean, my armies are a good few turns away, mind you. Even them at size setting sail, but it's not like they have to worry at the moment. Oh, I wonder what happened. Are you still sieging Nagarond? They, Kateb had 2 armies by Nagarond. See, I don't like this. Why are you... It's trespassing, right? I'm sure you are.
As long as this serves Lebaras, I will hear your plea.
Yeah, sure. I'm so afraid of you that I'm going to pay you for a non-aggression pact. Bye. This way, they're just going to send some ships to try and sink my armies in the ocean where the thing won't. I'm going to go to war with you if you take any of those settlements as well, by the way. Nehikara's mine. Or it will be. Oh! What are the pilgrims doing? I probably can't actually see them. Well, except we've got the little radar thing. Oh, here they are. Oh, they've actually made a good bit of progress. I guess 2 turns ago, so they are definitely coming for me. They're actually... I kind of expected them to come around this way, you know. I don't know why, but so I want to try and... I don't know what they're actually heading for. Are they heading for my nearest settlement, my nearest army? Because I want to gonna make sure I have to fight them on land, so I'd have to keep an eye on that. That definitely does seem a bit cheaty, actually, just declaring war on them. But bugs, I didn't have a choice. Honest. Right, let's have a look. Where are these orcs gone?
Death Sworn! This way!
Ah, you are recruiting as well. Leader's ready to go. We've got to get these orcs. Got to finish them off. Nobody else is going to. They're going to constantly stay in either recruit or underground stance, so they're not going to just perish either. Yeah, let's get this. Could start getting annoying. I mean, if they go and settle somewhere, that's fine because it's a stationary target. They'll be weakened, and we could just. If you can't get that one, it'd be annoying. We'd have to make sure we go into ambush stances next turn, so they think we're not here. They're just assault units for good measure. Oh, I already moved them this turn. Okay. Overlord, not move, Rakash.
Serve me.
I don't know what I want in these armies. Right, so you're going to have a tomb prince in this army. Not prince, should I say. It's a lich priestess over here. Bearing in mind, these are going after Skaven. This is supposedly my cavalry army, so you're going to get any extra horsemen, or are we going to get some more Necropolis Knights soon? No, I have a feeling that might have only just built.
Submit to your king.
Yes, so let's start building that, and we'll start building that as well. We'll decide where it all goes later. Bum, 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 bum. So we can have 5 of those. I don't know if we necessarily... Well, we will get all 5, I guess. We'll swap them around. It's one of those things, just like, let's just build all the best units and then decide later what we're actually going to want. Of course, the other thing about this, chariots. If I could build chariots 2 ranks higher than what's there already, like 3 ranks actually, most of these cases. So it's probably worth getting rid of these. In fact, it's the same with all of this. I mean, if we've got time, yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, even if we're recruiting globally. So with that in mind, yeah, let's... Yeah, Rakesh's army, we will get rid of the Tomb Guard, because we can actually get them up a couple of levels higher. And these as well. And we will see what we have time for afterwards. I think Rakesh, we're going to end up making his army a bit more balanced, but he is going to have chariots in there. So he's got a Screaming Skull. We might give him a... I say another one if that was possible. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll build some chariots. So this is where I need to work out what can we do in 5 turns. It's like, because obviously it's, because we get +2 from the right. So we're still better off recruiting. Maybe I should just recruit these and then change my mind. Always re-recruit them if we have time, because they only take 1 turn. It doesn't exactly like it's costing us money. Oh, yeah, we will do that, and then we'll move those guys over. Yeah, more and more I think about it, you're going to go from the chariot army to the army with chariots in, I think. We will stick 6 archer chariots in, we can have 3 on either flank. But then the rest of it's going to be relatively infantry, archers, artillery, other bits and pieces. I think so. I don't know what this 3rd army will be. It's actually all my 4th army, so we'll just... well, they're the armies I'm going to kind of keep around here, I think. Right, have we... Yes. Cool. Does this change from 2 to 3 if I move over here? Does not. So we got that one, and that goes now 5,760. So in 5 turns, we need to keep them over this side now. And in 5 turns, we will be able to build all of them, which means we need like, what, 24,000 by then in 5 turns. Also factor in the fact we're going to want these, so we'll just have to bear that in mind. So no unnecessary expenditure, or no big ones anyway. Right, here we're not moved.
Do not betray your king.
I don't know if I've seen Arcan himself
This
yet.
way!
I like this building. Is that just an Empire? Is that these Empire based? Yeah. But like with a desert theme, that's pretty cool. I don't think I've really looked that close yet.
Even Rasetra offers
pretty
more
cool.
challenge.
I don't know if that's got anything to do with one of my mods. Actually, I've got one of the mods that combines the architecture of whoever's occupying it with the native, what it starts with. It had some odd effects in the Lisman territory. So is this a good example? They kind of like human-like settlements, but with the Tomb King's pyramid in it. I don't know if that's a great. I found the Lizardmen ones were a bit funny because it kind of almost just overrides it because they're both basically got pyramids. So that's you can kind of see there's the step pyramid, but I think there's and kind of just see it poking out parts of the Tomb King's one. It's like yeah, you can see it better. They don't really overlay very well. I almost considered getting rid of it, but then yeah. Maybe it just doesn't do that well. It works well in some places and not others, I think. Certain combinations of the races. I think the fact that all the Tomb Kings just have the same kind of generic pyramid type thing. I mean, I don't mind it if it's like when you've got all these little houses around the edges, but it's if they've centered around something big in the middle, it looks a bit odd. Because I've also got the unique capitals mod, which doesn't affect any of my places, but makes Khemri look super impressive, and some of the other key settlements. Anyway, that's enough looking at the art for now. Right, then turn again. Then turn again. I sound really surprised every time I get to an end turn. Just
My father demands it. Prince moves.
oh, there's some kind of hero. There's our Lich Priest. Yeah, okay. End turn, we'll have our next dynasty next turn.
Trust me as your highness.
I should have moved him. Power that surrounds us. Let's go with campaign for the moment, and then can't remember what the Trunk of Maps does, and it's not going to let me look at it now. And then if any of the other islands give us those bonuses, we'll go with the combat ones. Yeah, because I was thinking about whether I should actually make more of an effort to beeline him towards the Dark Elves and start that war. I mean, I could start it now, even though I'm far away, but I think if I actually killing Dark Elves and stuff, I'll get more of a diplomacy boost. It might not actually make a difference between relations between Hexrotl and Itza. Hey, Grimbeard. Have you seen your prince? I don't know how long you've been watching. Is that Bob Ross emoji? Oh, failed success. Oh, fuck. That's going to be annoying. I think he's going to respawn at my nearest settlement, which will be across the sea. You just both get smashed. Wow. I like the look of this empire. Mainly because I don't have to fight it. I like it when the rogue armies manage to carve out a bit of an empire. Yeah, my guy was wounded. Got the third Dynasty. And recruited these Shabtis, so some more money in jars.
Unliving curse.
What was the chunk of maps then? Let me remember. Oh, line of sight, which would be nice.
I serve.
Yeah, Grimbeard. I went round and named all my heroes after my followers. I don't have huge amounts of followers, so you know, it's relatively easy to do. But I've still got a few spaces, and I'm gonna
Beloved
get
of Asa.
more. You're quite a fighty guy, but you've I haven't got you into an army yet. I want to get you into an army soonish. Have you thought about just playing the campaign map and auto-resolve? No, because it's just no fun. I remember talking to a mate, Craig. I mean, you know him, Rob. Yes, yeah, I've got Corbin. You're also a prince. Where are you? You're in Rakash's army. I think you're doing. You're actually. Where are you? I can't remember. You're in one of these armies down here somewhere. I did actually go through them all at the start, but nobody was really watching that point. Prince Corbinites. Are you actually our highest ranked prince? I think you are. I figured seeing as you've been most active in chat and whatnot, I figured I'd give you your honour. I think yesterday before battle he had like 100 kills, so I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, as far as like just auto-resolving, it's like, yeah, say, I remember telling my mate about it, he's like, oh, I never liked Total War. And, but then after talking to him more, he was like, he'd never fought a battle. And so he just auto-resolved everything. It's like, well, no wonder you don't like the game.
Wait!
A loyal servant.
I mean, I do want... I mean, I have a funny feeling. It's interesting when you see other... Do you want a chariot, Grimbeard, seeing as you're here? I'm not sure exactly which army you're going in. It might be a while before you get there. Probably going to end up fighting. Oh, I think I probably do want you in a chariot, actually, because... What skills have you got? Oh, you're just cunning. Which, as I know you in real life, you don't want a chariot. No, of course you don't. Maybe I should have named you the other one. I've got a guy on a chariot who's got bonuses to being on foot. So I kind of slipped up. I kind of lost track of what his skills were.
Drag their souls to Yusiran.
Oh, can I
By
reach
the
from
comet.
here?
Land of the dead.
Can you run away if you're in an encampment stance? We'll just make this guy more fighting because he's sticking in the army.
Shatter their bones.
We'll probably auto-resolve this. No, we won't, because he's going to run away. Which means next turn he'll probably run away even more. Should have got one of the necrotechs out. We'll just get her to go up. I probably don't need. We obviously don't need both of them, but as soon as they're done fannying about here, we're going to move them across the sea to attack Arkan and invade his lands.
Beloved of Asaph.
Oh, Rob, I also figured you'd want to be a Tomb Prince as opposed to a Lich Priest or a Necrotect as well. So I realised at that point I only had actually one Tomb Prince in an army. Most of them I've been using as scouts, but better in battle. Curse of cannibalism, which is quite funny for an army of skeletons. They're just like, we must eat meat, but then they're just going to fall out of their rib cages. There's like, as they're eating people, it's going to be like, but you're not even getting any satisfaction from eating us. And it's like, yeah, but we just get the urge. Right, where... Right, I'm probably going to see about making landfall over here and just making a nuisance of myself. So anybody who missed it, we've got a lot more viewers than at the start. The aim, I'm sending this army up to attack the Dark Elves, not because I want their territory or anything, but just because they're at war with a lot of people I want to be friends with. All the High Elves are at war with me, even though we had no attacks. So they might actually just be like, oh, okay, you're fine, we'll stop being at war with you, and then maybe I could trade with them again. Hexawattle particularly, this is my great plan to get Hexawattle to stop stabbing me in the back. And Katep, you know, I'll give Katep a hand. And Tomb Kings, I have a lot of armies, so I'm getting 4 armies, 2 to attack the north of the Southlands and 2 to attack the south. Then I'll have 2 remaining to protect my homelands, just in case either it's and I have to really think about it actually. If it's getting to the point, if I can get allies with Hexawattle and then they go to war with each other, I mean at the moment I'm not, I mean it's going up, but until I can get some kind of military or defensive allies, we'll see. So I'm just going to get dragged into war, and I do want these settlements, which is annoying. But I don't want to provoke the whole war. I mean, I could go to war against all of them, and but it's just a massive distraction and the wrong direction. Okay, we are 4 turns, and then we can build cool stuff. Right, so we should, if I'm not mistaken, we can recruit a new lord, and he'll be rank 10 now. How long's that right gonna last? 3 more turns. Maybe I should have held off. I don't know, you could always hold off and wait for something better, because this guy who's heading towards us, I'm not exactly sure where, but the book, if we defeat them and get the book, that will give us an extra recruit rank of +3 on our lords. So we could do that in the next 2 turns before this right goes, then we could get a rank 13 lord off the bat, but it's not gonna happen, I don't think. I mean, we could beeline and then maybe hope you auto-resolve, but the whole point of declaring war and them forcing them to come to us is so we don't fight them in an auto-resolve on the sea. Right, that's next turn. Yeah, 3 more turns there. Right, let's just have a quick look if what heroes we've got available, what tomb princes. I know we can't actually build any yet. Oh, we wanted to. Still kind of waiting for one of these to go around. Why is that only a rank 1? I thought we should be rank 3, rank 3. Do we not have something here that improves our hero recruit rank? Maybe it's just that. I thought we had extra bits somewhere. Doesn't seem to be as much stuff for increasing your hero recruit rank as there is the other ones. But what I was going to say is whether we prioritise recruiting a lord or a hero like this turn and then waiting next turn is if there's anybody here who's like, see, part of me is like, well, if I get the Tomb Prince this turn, well, I can recruit him next turn, then stick him in the army, which will be 3 turns away, in which case the ride's running out. Nah, I don't think there's probably a need to rush it. You're just trying to, can we squeeze out extra experience for recruits, but sod it, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. Whereas we're minus 30% construction time, which would be great for all our... And he gives an extra war sphinx. Oh, I forgot what this guy does. I'm only getting... Well, I'm going to unlock it anyway. We will get that soon as, but we'll probably prioritise getting the heroes. Yeah, so the extra 35% off will really help here, and especially because it'd be nice if we can build all 3 of these before we send these armies off. We might actually include some of those guys in there, in those armies. Right, let's see what else we want to recruit here.
King of Nehekara. I deign to move.
It's getting confusing now. You've got 3 armies and you're like, wait, what units have I already recruited? Let's have a look here.
Move it.
Right, I want cavalry here. Enough about the stalkers actually. I don't know what to do with them. They might actually end up going in this army, I think. Because we end up having, we'll recruit the legendary versions of these and these to go in this army. We probably won't necessarily want all of these, and then I guess we just have a more traditional, some tomb guard and some archers in the middle. Oh, yeah, something like that.
I deem it.
Let's go all of Rakesh's chariots. Get a lot of archers now. Three turns of recruitment left. I feel like this is going to be too much cav.
Address me as your highness.
Although, of course, don't forget we're going to have another army in a minute to build up.
Land of the dead.
Okay, here and I'll move. That's this guy. We're going to keep in here.
Arise and move. I command.
Can we get through this way? Yeah. Okay, we'll send this guy back round this way so we can see what army's in. Maybe try and assassinate this guy. Okay, we haven't moved. Rakesh does I guess you don't really get any recruitment bonus if it's not Rahobi, is it? It's the guy who says he's the recruiter. Let's just see for a second. Let's I don't think you do get any recruitment bonus there for this, but nah, it's a shame. Now we'll probably go into Rakesh's army, maybe?
My glory.
Haha. Yes, P-Dogs. Maybe. I can't remember who you are now. Where are we looking? Give me a second. Let me try and remember who you are. Oh, you're this guy, aren't you?
A true warrior of Libaras.
Yeah, next time you go up a level. Just because. He's not actually in an army at the moment. But he might do eventually. He's a good blocker and wounder. I'm going to probably end up sending him over with these other armies once some of these buildings are built. At the moment he's It's a bit of a shame. He was doing quite good at taking down walls and assassinating characters, but for ages now he's just been helping building stuff. Right, skip you. You can stay here. And end turn. Hobby. Da da da. Yeah. Glad that's pleased you. But you're totally glad you started following me 7 months ago, I think it was. Got a list here. 7 months ago. I think I missed something there. When it was Exortal's turn, there was a the fist icon where you've got the two arms being held over Itza. Now that could just be a non-aggression pact, but I don't know if it means we've got better treated.
Your jaw
Hey,
is still attached.
Ages ago, now you're my Prime TV slot. Yeah, there was a bit of a gap in programming for the last 6 months. You know, I say you can catch up on anything on YouTube, but I haven't got it all up there yet. I haven't quite got around to it. I'm going to spend the next few days really getting the back catalogue up there, but I'm editing stuff now into 1 hour chunks, but the first few streams are just on YouTube. Just like I say, raw with like in the full style, so they're a bit odd timings and stuff, but they should all, apart from the first one in this series, be on, because they can only stay on Twitch for 2 weeks. So you can always catch up. There's a lot there for you to watch. Let's... Oh, join war. Join war against those guys. I can't... no. Not for... It's interesting you want me to do that. I mean, I'm going to do one better and go to war with you against Nagarond. But I had a funny feeling that other... I've forgotten the name already. That other Clark Corond, I'm having a feeling they're at war with Nagoroth anyway. Doesn't look like those two armies are still sieging Nagarond. I wonder what happened to them. Explorers back. Protep of the Third Dynasty.
I keep my own counsel. Move.
Yeah, unfortunately, it might have been. It must have happened at some. I can't see where Katep's armies are, and he definitely had 2. I mean, this was yesterday. I noticed him. He had 2 in Nagarond, and now I think we're full military allies. I should be able to see all his armies, so I think they got destroyed.
I seek only.
He's still strength rank 8, so he can't be that bad. 2 kings do get a lot of armies, though. Oh yeah, I was going to look at Clark Corond, because I feel like these guys. Yeah, you're at war with Nagarond as well.
It is time.
Right. Let's just... It's a... Yeah, it must be a non-aggression. Oh, there is a difference between... Right. I didn't see if it was the fist with hands, swords behind it, because that's a military alliance, but that should come up here if it was. That's just defensive allies. You don't get to see who they've got non-aggression with. That's something at least. I just don't want them to go to... I don't want them dragging me into a war I can't be arsed with. Right, what happened to these orcs? Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna have 2. Who's got the best ambush skill? It's probably Khalida, isn't it?
Libaras shall rise again. Undead
Just
mass.
don't want to chase these orcs to the other side, but I can't let them live.
The trap sprung.
My will be done.
Oh, let's get one of you guys out. The Headless Vert. Let's get you out, and
Rock walk.
you can't reach. But you will try to block this army, stop it from running away too much.
No fool that's safe for the
And you will... I'll just move this army up and he can go into an ambush as well, and because he's not going to come for me because I'm either one of my armies is far too... Ooh. He's just far too powerful for him. But if he thinks neither of us are here, he might wander down this way, try and settle here, something like that, and he might come to us. Right. Let's... Income from settlements is nice. Ba-bum. No marked rush. Let's just spend those now. Then we know this is all just for... Now, if I recruit a lord over here, it's going to be a lot less rank. Yeah, it's only going to be rank 8 for Futa. Whereas if we recruit him here, he could be rank 10. And he has plus 10 armor, extra war sphinx, minus 30%, 35% construction time for buildings in the local province, which ain't going to be that useful generally because I'm not going to stick him around here. But the extra tradable resource is going to be good, and plus armor for war sphinx and extra sphinxes. So I'm going to make sure he gets some of those.
will be done.
Oh, recruit an army. Right.
Move.
We'll get him over in this region where we can. Skills, eh? I suppose if we got more of these, maybe we don't have any of these skills. If we had more of these, we might be able to get a better, whatchamacallit, better ranked hero. Oh, did we? Is that rank 10 you have to be to get that? Be nice if
Land of the dead.
what I should have done is, I mean, he'll get there eventually. Actually, he's not going to be that far off, but I possibly should have considered recruiting a new lord to replace my recruiter with, just because he gets to rank 10, because then I can get that one extra. It's not that big a deal. He's only got a quarter of the way to go. He's 3/4 of the way to there.
Submit.
With this guy, ambush, skeleton archers, stalkers, team guard and chariots, or you Shabti. Well, I'm going to have to make sure he gets a war sphinx or something. For sure, in his army I mean, so he gives extra armor to them. Let's get him route marcher. We haven't really got a really close combat lord. We tended to always go down these things, and we probably will again. What gives me bonuses to? That's hero titans. Do we get anything for that's war sphinxes? War sphinx and chariots. Maybe we'll do it later. I don't know what we're doing with this army exactly. If we're actually going to send him where, he might just be a glorified garrison force. Because we definitely want to keep 2 armies back. So this one won't be bad, because you probably have a core of Tomb Guard. And the extra hero crown for Tomb Princes. If there was something else that gave buffs to either War Sphinxes or whatever. But we'll probably find that he's just a bit more of a generic lord. I know he gives... We'll make sure he has some War Sphinxes or Necro Sphinxes. Perhaps. It depends, we've got so many armies, just don't know what to do with them all. Alright, let's get that one. And I'm just gonna take up through here. I wanna make him as much of a badass. Because I haven't really... I mean, I'm starting to go up with a couple of guys now, but I want to get him through this line first, I think. We will want Devastating Charge, just stick Woundmaker. Because whether he's on a Chariot or a Sphinx, the charge bonus would be nice. Anything cool from the local region? Extra money. He gets a bonus versus large. Huh. See, now I'm starting to think, it's like, well, do I send him after the Scave and relegate one of these guys to stay in here? I could do.
Serve me. My dynasty reigns supreme.
Yeah, I'll think about that. I think I'm starting to think about keeping Rakesh here. He was the first lord I recruited, but just because of the whole chariot theme hasn't really worked out.
Attend your king, slaves.
I don't know what to do with these guys. It's getting a bit... It's definitely getting confusing now, that's for sure. Yeah, if he's just going to stick around as a defensive kind of force. Yeah, the new guy we've got, maybe we'll stick the Casket and the Screaming Skull in there. Because he'll be a bit more of a balanced force with some Tomb Guard.
Priest king of greatest dynasty.
And some War Sphinxes and a Necro Sphinx, I think. Okay, so let's get the Tomb Guard in there at least. Yeah, let's give him those as well, and those. We'll have to get some archers as well. If only we could get... I need to get Khalida to recruit archers. I think she should be able to recruit level 9 archers at the moment. It's my cavalry kind of army, which has got a lot of these guys in at the moment, but
Submit to your king.
in the longer term,
we go.
I want to get more of these. In here, the big snake guys. Okay, and then plenty of room to recruit stuff now. Will we build anything else anywhere particularly cool? No. You can get another snake. Oh, we can build these guys here now. How many turns have we got left on that? We've got 2 turns. Let's get a few archers. I think a lot of this stuff we don't want. We're going to want archers though. We don't start to run out of Tomb Guard. I don't think we've got really enough Tomb Guard for like 4 armies. Let's recruit some of these archers. We definitely want a few archers knocking about in different armies. Right, 22,000. We're going to have enough money in a couple of turns for this. Got our next recruitment lined up. Here, and I'll move this guy.
Advance!
This guy, P-Dox. The reason I actually decided, the other one of the reasons why naming the heroes was particularly because I always just kept referring to them as this guy and this guy. I never remembered a single one's name. I kept getting the names of my Tomb Kings wrong, but at least I was vaguely close. Don't quiz me on if I could name all my Tomb Kings. Let's try and get you down south. You're probably better off going to the sea as well. It'd be nice to get you into one of these armies. I don't know what's going to be quicker. Going through all these jungles, even down the road, is probably going to take. They're all going to take forever. Let's take you out on the sea. Probably go the long way. You'll probably have to meet up with somebody in the Southlands.
My harem.
Oh, you. Guess it doesn't count as moving, it's just transferring troops. Let's skip that.
I deem it.
Skip that. And we did move that setup. Nope.
Power.
Admiral. Right. Well, I'm not at war with these guys yet, but I'm guessing I don't want to go immediately attack a Black Ark. I don't think auto resolves are generally going to favour me. They just don't seem to anyway. I don't trust the auto resolves. So we'll try and sneak past it before we declare war. It's like, we're just exploring the oceans, Malekith. We're not going into your territory, honest. But we'll pick that island up as we go, and we'll see about make a landfall here and just carve a bloody path. And
I command
where did that
movement.
Lich Priest go? There he is. And I want to try and assassinate
This way.
him.
Pagans do not walk.
Just want to keep an eye on where his armies are. Oh, while we're... So yeah, we can get level 7 thing now. It's a level 5. I think we've got a character that gives us +2 to that. It's only a level 3 Necrotect. And yeah, we're still waiting on one that's going to give us extra cool units. Let's end that. I'm just going to quickly grab some water. 2 seconds. I'm still on mic, mind you, so I can still talk to you. None I can really comment on anything. I'm just getting some water, turning the tap off, walking back to my seats. I'm turning the chair around, then I'm sitting down. Thrilling commentary from Barely Competent Gaming. Definitely got to stick that one in the highlight reel. What's going on, Nagron? Why are you taking so long? Because you've got like 43 territories and probably... That's a lot to manage. I would take that long if I had 43 territories, probably. I would take a lot longer, in fact. You also have war with a whole bunch of people. We need to see who owns that coastline, actually, because I think a lot of it might be the Skaven. I'm assuming any ruins will be Skaven. But the High Elves might have had something. Lovern or Avalon. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I did actually raise those so that hoping Itta would claim them. One of the things I should do, I should have a look at how the public order's doing everywhere. I haven't done that this evening. Although I'm getting +2 now everywhere, which is nice. which just sees even more of a reason why I should go around, have a quick look this turn, see if anybody, because if any of them got the commandment on public order, they might not need it anymore. Wow, no, there are still orcs. X tomb prints. I did not get the orcs. Did not.
The ultimate shrine. Get my Jesus.
We'll get Debus Vert some experience. I'm not in range.
Will be done.
But be careful, I don't want to go into Hexortal's territory. Let's just go here.
Strive to greatness.
And we will ambush. Am I in somebody's territory? No. Oh, I'm only like 55% ambush chance, whereas there's like 90%. It's not that I'm expecting them to necessarily catch them in ambush, I'm just hoping they don't see me. And like make us, yeah, I don't know.
It's inevitable.
Let's start getting Khalida to go across. He can catch up. There doesn't seem to exactly be. Arkan doesn't seem to have many guys on the coast. There's a. She'll pick up that island as well. So we'll get some buffs.
I deign to move.
Hero not moved. This guy.
I command movement.
Oh,
I cannot.
that Tyrion himself. It is.
You will.
Okay, so that is interesting. So they really are being attacked on all sides.
Are wasted on the undead. Just
I mean, they're still strength rank 2, but they all get the buffs, debuffs. I can't tell how far anybody's through on the Vortex campaign. I wasn't exactly.
To war!
You don't get notifications and such, so we just don't know. But of course they. Oh shit! That army's really close. He might come and attack me. How far could he? He got to me a lot quicker than I was expecting. I just don't want it to be an auto-resolve. If I go for that, he might be able to get me. I'm just going to make a beeline for on the land.
desert to sea.
Maybe he is going for the nearest army. That's what it kind of looks like, doesn't it? If they're coming around this way, if he was going for my nearest settlement from where he started, he would have gone this way particularly. Unless he's going for Khalida, unless he's making a beeline for Khalida, you know, as my legendary. But no, he'll go up on land and prepare for them to come and fight him. He probably doesn't have the best army for it, but it'll be might be better than an auto resolve. Let's put it that way.
Address me as your highness. Land of the dead.
Right. Food tap. Third tap. Do you want any of his units?
King of Mehekara.
Yes.
Immortality and power. My dynasty reigns supreme.
He's going to want some of the archers, if nothing
Legions
else.
move.
Maybe even some of the cab. I don't know.
Greatest
And
dynasty.
we'll move him over to
Prepare the crypt.
Sentinels of Time.
My glory.
I should have checked what that was at before, but that should be getting like a.
To me.
Where's it?
They have
He's
served
given
me
a. Oh, construction time is just straight up -1 from him. I thought it was like a 20% or something like that. And he gives what, 45%? So basically a straight up third. I wonder which way around that works. If it's -1, then a third. I wonder if we can actually test that out. It'll be interesting to see if, like, how long would it take for one of those to build? 5 turns without any other kind of buff. So there should be 3 turns. Oh, I can probably see here. Yeah, 3 turns. Nice. So in 5 turns, we should have all 3 of those. As long as I don't spend too much money. Which should be fine. Let's build this. Oh, that gives us +2 public order all provinces. We haven't got it yet. Because we're getting like near 5,000 a turn anyway, so... And we still got 2 turns. He didn't give... I thought he gave me public order for some reason. I'm just getting confused, there's too many different rules. A bit. Extra tradable resources. Did my money go up? It's possible. Let's have a look, see if I've got any more. I mean, I might not have. I might have exhausted my trade possibilities at the moment.
Brutal fool! Attend your king, slaves. Serve me. Moving.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might... No, you can keep him. Let's give you some more archers. 1 to 3. You're going to get another chariot. For sure. So it's going to be 16, 17. Be 3 more units. I mean, we're only really talking about a garrison force. Oh, this is a guy. Oh.
I deign to move.
Should probably. But this is our last turn of the super cool buffs. So we may as well recruit as much as possible, even if that means deleting. Because I'm tempted to delete a bunch of the Nehekaran horsemen and get as much of them. Or delete 5 of them at least. I don't think we're necessarily going to want all of them anyway. I'm just recruiting them because we can. Now let's just keep it to 4. Because then we want a chariot as well. For last chariot for Rakesh's army. The chariot archer, should I say? It's not just it's not any chariots. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then even though we get an extra 1 down here compared to up here, the extra 2 means he's still going to be harder than what we're going to be able to build next turn. So, with that in mind, what do we want? We've got a lot of these now. So we're going to have to think about once these high tier buildings are done, we'll think about upgrading more of these buildings as well, and these ones, so we can get more of the Necropolis Knights. So we're getting Necropolis Knights with Hellbirds as well, but some more catapults knocking about would be nice too. I think just archers, because archers are great, and then we'll see where we are after all that, and once we move about. But I think once we get Rakesh's army sorted, which I think is pretty soon. We'll just send him back up north out the way, and then work on the other armies. Here we're not moved. It's still this guy.
Walk.
Oh, Prince Grimbeard.
Let's cruise. We move when I'm ready.
And
Yes.
wait, where'd that sneaky electric priest go?
Move. Advance.
Maybe just beelined in the other direction. I might just get him to, yeah, just so I can keep an eye on this, because these will probably be the first 2 places we get. That's his capital, isn't it? Maybe I'll move him down south a touch, just see if we can kind of like keep an eye on all 3 of these settlements. That's one of our books, we can keep an eye on. Most of our armies seem like it's this way, but I guess as soon as they see our armies, they might start funneling them the other way. Right, it's not next turn, it's the turn after we're going to build. Yeah, to build all our cool buildings. Our highest tier stuff. So I was going to look at... Right, so it's next turn we're going to be getting the dynasty research, which will give us an extra public order. So I will just have a quick look, make sure... Well, we're not going to have anything... I can wait a turn. I'll wait a turn before really worrying about public order. Yeah, because then I can start building. Now, even with +2, this place is still going to need it. No need to wait. And the first tier is cheap anyway. The Vampire Coast. Of course, this has got a whole bunch of corruption. And the corruption is going down. 3,600. I mean, we've got 2 turns, so that's fine. That's not gonna stop corruption, is it? Okay. Because the corruption's the main reason we're losing public order. But we'll beeline Rakesh up here as well. He'll kind of just station there. Okie doke, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh yes, yeah, I was gonna have a look at these now. Now we're not saving for any things. It's money. It's the money actually. Let's give it a second. Let's just 100% make sure we don't overspend. We probably can afford that unit, but we don't need that unit this instance. So we'll just wait. Might even be able to get both of them straight away anyway if we wait a couple of seconds. Not that it matters, but yeah.